Yo, what up? It's your girl, IkwerreGirl Acheru. All the ways from, what's it called now? Talk2Dot. I haven't done a live for a couple of weeks now. And that's just because I haven't been quite busy, I've got a new single coming out. And it's been a little bit difficult to catch up on quite a lot of things. I'm just trying to type someone's name in there. Nope, not working. Alright, take that off. So yeah, usually we have our live streams every Monday at 2 o'clock, but I haven't had time to do that in a bit. So I'm just saying that we're going to be doing that in the kitchen. We're going to go back to having our live streams every Monday as we used to. If you come into the live, give us a thumbs up. I'm just checking how my people are. Feeling quite thankful to everyone that supports what I do, tunes in, making progress with their lives, as it should be. You get me? So, yeah. So today's topic, what am I going to talk about today? Give me 1 second. Yeah, as the topic says, how many times? 1 second, where's that girl? 1 second, where is it then? Okay. For lack of time and a place to do my videos while everyone is on lockdown, I have to hide away in the kitchen, and I'm multitasking. I'm trying to do dinner as well, so we'll see how that works out. We see how that works out. Hopefully I don't burn dinner and muck and muck everything up. Yeah. 1 second, I'm just trying to get some people. I don't know. 1 second. Where is it? La 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 la. We walk in the light. La 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 la. Like I said, I'm cooking dinner at the same time, so I'm trying to multitask. Yeah. I'm trying to multitask, yeah. I do sing sometimes, depends on my mood. I'm just trying to share this out. What's going on? Just give me a minute here. If you come into the live, give us a thumbs up and tell us how you're feeling. Give you a shout out. I see one person there. I see 2 people. I see 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. Welcome to the live stream. I hope you've been keeping well amidst this coronavirus lockdown. I hope you've been keeping well, to be honest. Yeah. What was I gonna say today? How many times? The title of this live today is called How Many Times? Now, for people that live in weird kind of relationships, some people never knew they were in a weird relationship until this lockdown. The lockdown has actually opened people's eyes to see that there's quite a lot of things they never understood. I get a lot of messages, people saying, oh, I can't cope in this relationship anymore. I can't stand her anymore. I can't stand him anymore. So the lockdown is making people, it's helping them open their eyes to the reality of things that they probably already knew, but never took it seriously. So, well done lockdown, well done coronavirus. So yeah, how many times? there's a tendency for abusive people to always say they're sorry. Sorry, it's all that you can say. Exactly. You know, there's one thing about being sorry. There's the words, and there's the action, and there's you doing stuff about it. One thing about abusive people is that they will always say they're sorry. They will say they're sorry a million times over. But you know in your heart that they're not sorry. They're going to do it over again. There's this video I like a lot. It says, he brought me roses. So for every time the guy did something wrong, he would give her roses. For every time he hit her, he'd give her roses. Until she died. So you have to understand, as someone living in an abusive relationship, that at some point you have to know that this sorry is not for real. Like, how many times do you get conned? You understand? I know that there's a lot of mental torture and mental trauma that goes on, and the person begins not to be able to articulate what's going on with them. But sometimes, you know, you need to brace yourself and take a step back. Like, I can't take sorry anymore. And then when you get to that stage, you say, you know, no more sorries. I'm done with the sorries, you know. You need to step up. But there is a process now. If you're in an abusive relationship, know that it is not your fault and you are not alone. Yeah, there's tons of people out there. I have a video that shows the stats. Like, literally every 9 seconds a woman is assaulted. There's like millions of people every year, men and women, being abused every year. You know, so domestic abuse is not as uncommon as we think. So if you are in an abusive relationship, you need to know that you're not alone. You need to talk to someone. Yeah, if you have no one to talk to, you can talk to me. You know, come to my website, www.talk2dot. Talk, number 2 and dot. They got it there in the description. You understand? What do I do for people? There's 4 categories of people that I deal with. Category 1, people trying to go into a relationship. Now, some people are so sheltered that they don't know what red flags are. Some people, well, they were very exposed, so they knew what red flags were. So they could tell when someone is narcissistic or someone had like potentially an abusive nature. They knew those things. Some people don't know. So the first category of people are people that are really sheltered. They don't know what red flags are. You know, let me quote out of the Bible. The Bible says, flee from all appearances of evil. Now, if you don't know what evil looks like, how are you going to run away from it? So the first category is, I show them what red flags are. I teach them what red flags are. So when they go out there and they meet this lady, and she's showing them these signs that potentially she's a narcissist or she's going to be an abusive person, they can identify it and they can say, oh, okay, you know what, I'm not doing this relationship, I'm gone. And for a girl as well, she knows how to identify potentially abusive partners, and then she can like just leave it. The second category I deal with in my team is people that are in an abusive relationship but they don't know that they're being abused. Now note that a good percentage of people that are being abused and are living in an abusive relationship, they don't know that they're being abused. So the first stage is to educate them on what abuse is. People stay in abusive relationships for so long because they're waiting to be hit. You understand? But they stay there and they degenerate so much that by the time they get that first punch, they can't do nothing about it. So the second stage of people are people that need to understand what they're living in, understand their scenario and say, okay, hey, this is not normal. This is abuse. This is not allowed. They need to be educated. The third category of people, and this is when my post comes. Mailman. Amazon. Yeah, the third category of people are, now you know you're in an abusive relationship, what do? People want to be like, you've been abusing me, I'm not taking this anymore. No, don't try that. Do not try that. That's what you see in the movies, yeah? But in reality, you need to understand the kind of person. There are different categories of abusive people. If you are with a narcissist, a properly mentally ill, abusive narcissist, you do not want to call them up because it doesn't end well for you. There is a process. I call it your prison break. Because you've been in a prison cell for long, you've been in a war zone, you've been a captive, you've been a captive in real life. So I need to come up with a plan. Hold on 1 second, let me just get my post. Yeah, back. They never delivered the post all day. Now I'm doing my video. They turn up. What? It's all good. It's all good. Yes. So there's people that need to be educated. So when you find out that you're in an abusive relationship, what next? What's the next thing to do? You need to have a plan so that you don't use that energy and that, oh my goodness, I know what's going on, and you just do the wrong thing, because you can actually monkey everything up at that point. So the third stage of people, I teach them, okay, now you know what's happening. What do you want to do? How are you going to go about doing what you need to do? And the best successful. Now, outside the fact that I've lived a life and I'm a project manager, so I spend my life designing processes. Do you understand? I look at scenarios and know what's the best route to take. This is what I do for a living. The fourth category is those people that have made it out of an abusive relationship. Remember that you are more at risk when you leave an abusive relationship than when you are inside. You are 3 times more likely to die outside the relationship than in it. And statistics show that more people get killed by their partners after they leave. So you become not safe. So after you leave an abusive relationship, I work with them as well. Now, outside the fact that you will go through a lot of things that you never knew, it's like your entire system is trying to purge itself of all the toxicity that went inside. I help you deal with everything, all the emotions, process the emotions, process your plan, how to get yourself back on your feet. The one thing that people that were in an abusive relationship want to do, men and women equally, is they want to get back to a normal life. But a lot of time, getting back to a normal life is not just saying, oh, I'm out, I'm going to get back to normal. It doesn't work that way. There is a process. There is a process. There's a process in everything. There is a process. So, that's what I did. 4 categories. But all of that information in my website, www.talk2dot.com. You can get in touch, subscribe, watch the videos, be educated, and, update yourself. Oh my goodness, so hot in the kitchen. Keep yourself updated on what's happening in relationships, yeah? But how many times does someone say they're sorry and you accept it? How many times really is enough? How many times is enough for you to know that that's not sorry? How many times would you forgive? There's a song that says, how many times do we go against your will? How many times are you going to forgive? Now, remember, there's different kinds of forgiveness. There's someone that hits you all the time, and after they hit you, they say they're sorry. There's someone that hurts you so much, and after hurting, they say, you made me do this to you. This is a different category. You understand? We're adults in the relationship, we're not children. A child makes mistakes because they're learning to grow. If someone is in an abusive relationship and they're not learning, the relationship is not progressing, then there is a problem. Are you in a relationship that is going around in a circle? Every day your partner says, you know what, I messed up, I made a mistake, let's start all over. You say, okay, fine, he's sorry. She's sorry, we'll start all over. The next time they do it again, oh, I'm so sorry, let's start all over. One of the things you find out in an abusive relationship, or a very toxic relationship that is not going anywhere, is the fact that you keep starting all over. 10 years later, you're still starting all over, doing the same exact thing over and over and over again. So like I said, how many times does a person need to do something? Does that woman need to do something for you to know that that's enough? How many times does that man need to do something for you to know that that's enough? That's a question that you need to think about. Comment in the comment box below and let me know. And then, as usual, if you have any questions of any topics at all that are dear to your heart, questions, that you need a bit of clarity on, I may not have all the answers, but I will do my research and I'll come back to you with a question. On Monday, obviously, at 2 p.m., God help me with these children in the house, we'll do our normal Facebook Live with a specific topic. So don't miss it. It's a time to come with your questions and ask anything, stuff you want us to delve into. But, from me to you, stay safe in this period. Like I've been saying for the past 6 weeks, even before the lockdown, isolation is the breeding ground of domestic abuse. On a normal day when there's no lockdown, abusive people like to isolate people. The reason they isolate people is because they want to break down your social networks and your social communication, your social ties to anybody that will give you that support. They need you to be isolated. Isolation, the record of domestic abuse is higher between 6 p.m. and 9 a.m. in the morning. You know why? Because from 6 p.m. to 9 a.m. both parties are in the house. No, everyone is back from work. Everybody's in the house. It's the highest time. So imagine in this period of isolation, right? Everyone is in the house 24/7. So imagine an abusive man living with a woman. It's going to be 24/7 abuse. I said it a long time ago. Everything is going to go up. Domestic abuse, child abuse, animal cruelty, mental health, everything's going to go up in the lockdown because it's like everybody's just in each other's face So seriously, if you're going through an abusive situation, know that you're not alone. You know, you need to talk to someone so that people can reach out to you and see how they can help you. Because otherwise, there's so much going on. There's people, mental health cases are spiking up. The other day, this man killed his wife just outside the house. The other day, this boy is shooting in the air. You know, they say BB guns, but they sound like real guns to me. The other day, the teenager killed herself because she was so terrified about being locked down. These people, just all kinds of things going on. So please, in this period of isolation, please stay safe. And if you need to reach out to someone, please reach out to someone. Don't do this on your own. Trust me, it's a very difficult thing to do on your own, and you need someone. You understand? All right. So so I don't burn my dinner. I need one love, peace.